Absolutely.
One thing that I like to add to the ADDIE process, which maybe they're doing in a lot of schools or organizations nowadays, is to pull some things from user experience design or marketing and put that in. And one is to add personas to your audience analysis and perhaps empathy maps and to add prototyping. So there are things that we can grab from other fields that make the ADDIE model even more rich and robust. And I'd like to add those too.
Yes, those are great. I love that, and that's something that my learners, my students, get to practice with. That you mentioned, the empathy mapping, journey mapping, prototyping. Yeah, so it's really great to see that our program at GCU is on top of that because I didn't learn those when I was in my master's. I graduated from Walden in 2013, and we didn't do empathy mapping, journey mapping, prototyping that I remember. So when I started teaching, Connie, it was funny because I thought, what is this? I mean, I have I have an MBA as well. So I got my business degree, I have that business background, but we didn't do empathy or journey mapping then either. So I was like, what is this? This is new to me. So it was
Right.
really funny and so I had to actually, as an instructor, go out and do a little bit more research about it and practice doing some myself. But then I discovered that Canva has some empathy and journey maps in there. And I was like, oh, so it really helped me to learn, okay,
Yeah.
this is what it's about. And once I started seeing my students produce the work, it all clicked with me. And I was like, I get it now. That's amazing. So as an instructor, even in the field for a long time, I learned some great information on that. So it's
Well,
great.
since I had my first job, or even when I was in school, I immediately got interested in user interface design and user experience design. And there's a lot that we can pull from those fields, one being a subset of the other sometimes, because they seem to, I don't know, experiment and come up with things maybe perhaps more quickly than we do. Although things are, we're getting pretty good at that now too, changing, being able to change. And then there's a new book out, Train Like a Marketer, or some by Bianca Bowman and Mike Taylor. And
Oh,
they bring
yeah.
in, a lot of nice marketing tricks and techniques that are good for instructional design. So our field is it overlaps with almost everything, you know?
Right, it does. Yeah, it's amazing. Like, like my marketing degree and my MBA have really helped me in this field because I've been able, like you mentioned, with the empathy mapping and journey mapping. And in marketing, it's all about understanding the customer, right? And understanding the client. But in this case, we have to do that too. We work with stakeholders, we work with subject matter experts, and being able to understand where they're coming from and having that empathy, I think, is so important, right? In this field too.